Okay. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, this is going to be Jen the Generator rant today. This is going to be a Jen the Generator rant. So if you don't want to hear a Jen the Generator rant, go ahead and turn this off. That's all right. I'm okay with it. But if you want to talk about something real today that I feel is heavy on our society and how this relates to our own responsibility, then you're going to want to listen up. Okay, so listen, my name is Jennifer Luddington. I'm known as Jen the Generator. I am a high performance mindset and health coach, and I help people generate their own power so they can blow up their beliefs, the ones that aren't serving them, and stop blowing up their life. Okay, I love supporting women that are high performing, driven women that have forgotten how to soften into that femininity, have forgotten how to connect, have forgotten their real values. I also love helping that woman who is behind the scenes and she's still super hustling hard, but maybe she forgot how to use her voice, right? I love helping those two types of women. So this is what I think we need to pay attention to right now. The title of this video, and on Instagram you're not seeing this, is instead of voting for the political situation we're in, voting for policies versus principles, we need to start voting for our own alignment. You guys listen, we need to start voting for our own alignment. What does that mean? This is what this means. Last night as I was watching the last presidential election between Trump and Biden, and here, I'm not here to talk about like who I'm voting for. What I am here to talk about is there's this issue, right? And I think the reason we don't trust some of these politicians is because their policies don't align with their principles, right? There's this level of distrust when we can see and when it comes out that there's this lack of authenticity, that the person they are doesn't align with the policies they're creating, or the principles of who they are don't align with the policies. This is the problem. This is the problem with us. This is the problem with where our culture is right now. This is the freaking problem. Because we're so concerned with pointing fingers and blame at our politicians that are supposed to come save us. We have forgotten to take responsibility, personal responsibility, for our own alignment with what we could call, if in a political setting, if we linked like policies with our actions, and we linked the principles with our values. So if we're not living in our society right now and taking responsibility for aligning who we be with what we do, that's where you lose trust, not only in yourself, and you feel that overwhelm, that disconnect, that anxiety, because you're disconnected, you've separated how you're being, how you're showing up with who you really are. And that's the mistrust we're finding and we're seeing in this political situation and this political frame right now. But instead of voting for someone, right, and looking outward for them to solve our problems and to align us as a country or align us together, we need to start aligning ourselves. And that is what will solve things. You know, when we're living this life, right, we're living this life of disconnect. When we're living this life of external validation, when we're living this life of we're in other people's external values, we can't connect to what really matters to us, our principles. And then our policies or our actions don't line up. And that's where the overwhelm is. That's where the disconnect is. That's where the anxiety lives. When you are out of alignment with, in the politics world right now, principles versus policies. Or who you be versus what you do. When they're out of alignment, guys, life gets hard, fast. And it will suck you down a drain and you'll just start circling the drain, circling the drain, circling the drain. Until you feel like you're stuck in a dark hole and you have no way to get out. And self-sabotage happens. And the shame of the self-sabotage happens. So listen, I don't want that for you. I did that. I did that for years. I didn't have my principles and policies aligned, right? Or in this context, being and doing. Who I be, my values weren't aligned with what I was doing. I was living an inauthentic life. I was torturing myself. I don't want that for you. I don't want that for you. I don't want that for you. When I finally learned how to align policies and principles or being and doing, my life changed like that. And it just keeps getting better. And yours can too. But you have to first acknowledge that there's a breakdown there. You might not like hearing that. That's okay. Like I've said before, I care more about you having a breakthrough or you actually stepping into your higher purpose than I care about if you like me or not. So this is what I've done. I did a self-sabotage free virtual training last week and it went crazy. Like I couldn't believe it. You guys were amazing. I was so excited. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it again on Tuesday, next Tuesday, so the 27th at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. But if you guys are just sick of your shit, like I was sick of my own, if you're just like, I'm ready, Jen, I'm ready to generate my own power. I am ready to be done living out of alignment. I am ready to rediscover who I forgot to be, right? If you're ready for that, if you're ready to rediscover who you forgot to be, find your intrinsic values and then start putting the actions to align with them, and you can finally start voting for yourself, trusting yourself, then let me know. Because what I'm doing right now, and what I encourage you to go look at right this second, is I'm creating, and I have created in my last challenge with 47 women who were living out of alignment. They were living in overwhelm. They didn't know what was wrong. They forgot who they were. They forgot what their vision was. They got lost and their focus was dropped. They didn't have the clarity. Now, after this 21 days, they're living in alignment. They have a clear vision. They have the checklist that I give them. They have the strategic plans and tactics. So they don't miss a thing during the 21-day challenge. And at the end of that, they've reconnected to who they forgot they were. And they have a clear path to what they want to create. Instead of being disconnected from your values or your principles and your actions or policies, they started voting for themselves. You can too. They're just like you. They're just like me. So if you're ready for that, join my challenge. It starts November 2nd. Just in time for you to get resituated and aligned so that you can have your 2020 comeback. You can. Before Thanksgiving. This is the last one I'm doing of the year. Not going to do it until January again. So you want to jump on this right away. I'm going to put the link here on Instagram. You'll see it later on IGTV. If you want to reach out to me, reach out to me. Otherwise, you can find it in my links in my profile. And then Facebook, you see it. Go there, check it out. What was really funny about this, you guys, is that I had 47 women in my last challenge. The program's $47. $47. And I know what you're thinking. I don't have time. I don't have time. Yes, you do. I promise you it will take you no more than 10 minutes a day to create this result in your life. I promise you. And I go through everything. It's not somebody else in the challenge. It's me live, supporting you, supporting your vision, connecting with you, pulling you out of the stories that aren't serving you so you can step into your alignment and vote for yourself. You deserve this. I invite you to vote for yourself. All right, guys, I love you. I appreciate you. Again, my name is Jen, the Generator. I'm a high-performance mindset coach. If you want to consume more of my content or find me elsewhere, you can find me on my websites, jenniferluddington.com, on YouTube, jenniferluddington.com, and all the socials. All right, you guys, have a great day.